name is Pindi Lazwane and welcome to another video of Live with Pindi. Welcome honey. On this side of YouTube we are talking live, we are talking about reality experiences, tips, lessons learned from previous experiences, and we are just flexible and having a good time. Okay, so welcome and I hope you enjoy this video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, right? So without any further ado, let's get to it, baby. The drink of the day is, can you guess? I'm gonna let you guess. All right, I'm gonna let you guess while I enjoy. Yes. Okay, so I'm basically just going to unpack the reality, the truths about living alone, right? You know, everybody just likes to decorate the whole idea of living alone. Oh my god, get to a point whereby you live alone. At some point in your life you need to leave your parents' house, but they don't really tell you the reality, the truths about living alone. And there are truths, there is a whole other side. Like any other thing, there is literally two sides to everything, right? And so does living alone. It is not entirely great, it is not entirely blossoming on this side, okay? And I'm gonna tell you the truth about it, right? So first things first, when it comes to living alone, one thing is for sure is that you will be forced to deal with issues that you never dealt with before, like issues that you thought you've dealt with, or people that you thought you've forgiven, or things that you thought you have passed through in your previous life that have hurt you and have caused trauma upon your life. You will think that, okay, give you deal on these things, but living alone will literally strip that and will literally highlight the fact that you have not passed through certain issues and you need to deal with them head on. You need to cry it out if you have to cry it out. You need to pray it out if you have to pray it out. You need to talk about it if you have to talk about it. You know, see someone, right? So for me, I got to Pretoria 2 years ago and I was living with my friend. Certain things I literally unpacked, and I was fortunate enough to have a person like her to talk to. I was able to share certain things, personal things about my life really with her without being judged. Like she was such a, oh my god, love you baby girl. She never judged me. She was always there to listen to me whenever I was drinking and I would start crying and start, you know, she was always there to listen to me and allowed me to be myself and to be vulnerable and help me get through certain issues. So I really appreciate you, baby girl. Yeah? Success didn't you, honey? It's you. So, and then now, 2021, I moved far, not even far away, but like 30 minutes away from Success. So I couldn't really see or talk to her as often as I used to, right? And then now there were certain issues that I was forced to face now one-on-one. Yeah, man. And I realized that I hadn't really forgiven certain people, and it had been years since I've been bottling up, you know, a certain issue, or it's that I've not held a grudge on someone. And I realized, oh, these things have actually been setting me back instead, because I kept on going like with my life as if nothing was going on, nothing was happening, as if I'm okay. But truth of the matter is I was not okay, and it took this year for me to realize all of those things, right? So basically what happens is you spend a lot of time alone, especially like for me, my work, we don't work every day. So when you are off, you're literally bored and you don't have to take any work home. So literally when you're off, you are literally, it's either I'm sleeping, resting on my own, or I'm just sitting thinking about things, bored, and then all of that literally starts coming back, and I start realizing, oh, I actually haven't forgiven my mom. And then this is what he used to say to me, and this is what he did to me when I was a child, and all of those things like literally started coming back, and I had to deal with them alone, unfortunately. Okay, not even alone. For the first time in my life, I had sessions with a psychologist. And it was not a psychologist, it was a therapist. So I had therapy sessions For the first time in my entire existence, I had therapy sessions. And the reason why I did not resist seeking for help was because I saw like previous years, how they helped my younger brother, and how he started just becoming a better person from just seeing a therapist and right? So I was like, let me try this thing out, right? And it is so wonderful when, like, the thing about therapists and therapy sessions is that you start seeing things or viewing things in a different perspective, right? When on your own, you this is the one image that you see, this is what you are focused on, this is how your life is according to you. But then a therapist comes in and just gives you a different dimension, literally gives you like a rainbow at the end of the rain to say, yes, it's raining, but look over there, honey, there's a rainbow. There's something to look forward to. You understand? So that is what therapy does, or what it did for me. And literally from all those sessions, I started becoming a better person. I started becoming a better human being. I started, I just literally started trying to view my life like that. And slowly but surely, I also adjusted certain things in my life to try and make it like that. And I literally got out of that dark hole, literally. So yeah, therapy really does help. So if you're going to live alone and you come from a household like me, I came from a household where my parents are always around, my sibling is always like, there's always somebody around, and then you move from that sort of environment to an environment whereby you're on your own, and it forces you to think about things deeply and deal with things one-on-one. You're gonna need therapy sessions, honey. I'm not gonna lie. You are definitely going to need therapy sessions, Baban. You are going to need to speak to someone professional or not, but you will just need people around you, Baban. So that is like the one thing about, I don't want to say it's a negative thing. I think it's a good thing because it literally forces you to think, Baban, to be like face to face with your reality and your darkness and your demons, if I have to put it that way. Do you understand? So I don't want to say it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing as well. It's just that it's a very hurtful process to go through. And then I think for me that was just the only thing that shook me about living alone. Other than that, I really love my own space. I love being alone. Like, I love the whole idea of just coming to my house. Like, I know if I made a mess, that's my mess that I created, and I'm gonna come back and clean it, after that. And then after like a night out with friends or whatever, I just want to come back to my house, to my sanctuary, to my peace, to my element. And that is my place, without having to knock. At home it's a bit different. Like, it's a bit of a challenge when I go back home and then I go out when I'm home, because then I realize, Pindi left, like, I'm not home. I know get high, and then I have to knock, mama, and I have to call my dad. Papa, like, what's in? Nna mona hona motho a ntshosang go ke atene ke tshwere sekhiya ke hapa ke ipulela ke hiela ke ithoballa. You understand? So that is also like a bit of a, it's not a challenge, but it's like, how you hide it, like, you have to think about going out. How can we down to the fullest of your potential? Because now I still respect my parents. Like, when I'm at their house, my mind comes back, hey no, how we won. There's people that live in the house. You're going to disturb these people's sleep if you come back in the AMs, and you have to call them so that they can open for you. Woman, inconveniencing you. So that's that. And that's another negative element. And then what else? Let me think. 90% of the time I feel like I need a helper. But that's really just my mess that I've created. I can tidy it up very quickly because I just like a clean space myself. But I just feel, sometimes I just feel like, I just need a helper like you. it sort of just also makes you very selfish. Like when you start living on your own, excuse me, you start feeling like it makes you a little bit selfish in a way. I can't, you sort of don't get used to, you sort of like get used to being alone most of the time, to a point whereby how na le visitor, which is very bad. Which is very, very bad. Like that is one thing that I want to stop with. It's very bad. Very bad. So yeah, I just need to open my heart up more now to people. I'm a don't get me wrong, I'm a very social. I love being around people. I love people around me. I love hosting people. That's the thing. And then now when you live alone, it's like you sort of don't want that anymore, which is like weird. You can't always be alone in the house, but you sort of like just start enjoying that, which is very like toxic for me. I don't get it. I don't get why I'm starting to become like that. I get adulting or again, I don't want to pin it on that, because people don't visit every time. Babo. So, but don't get me wrong, whenever a person comes over to my house for a 5-star treatment, that is me, honey. Ask around. They will tell you, okay? Yo. I was just saying. Oh, that is just me. So yeah, other than that, really living alone is a phase that people need to like experience in their 20s, in their 30s. I don't know, I don't care whenever you decide to experience it, but it is a phase that is very important in one's life. You need to know what is for you, what is not for you. You need to it literally forces you to know who you are as an individual and as a person around a group of people as well. Because there is a huge difference when you are in your element and when you are around people. There is. So living alone, literally, like, you need to experience it. I mean, I understand there's people that will not be able to experience that, and that it's okay. I guess it's okay. In life, but if it was according to me, I would want people to experience living alone, the truths behind it, how it actually feels like. It's wonderful. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's so peaceful. Sometimes I just drink tea and just sleep, because I mean, I don't feel like cooking until I'm 4:30, and then I just come to my house, have some rooibos, take a shower, get in bed. What's the plan? Because you're living alone, you're nobody's wife, you're nobody's mother. Understand? So such things, man, like living alone is such a bliss. You need to experiment it. You need to experience it in order for you to understand it. That is all I'm gonna say. If you've got any questions, I think I've got more. It's just that right now, from the top of my head, this is all I can share at the moment. And I mean, I don't like doing overly long videos for nothing, but yeah. So if you've got any questions, holler your girl up. You know what to do, right? I'll see you in the next one. Love you a lot. Stay blessed. This is our expensive girl era, honey. Peace out.